Okay, stop writing, everyone. Time up. Now, whatever you have written, just revise. Meanwhile, I'm allotting the chess numbers to you. Okay, so now chess number one, you can start.
So, friend, from the picture, I perceive one female character of age around 46-year-old in the positive mood, and the acts of a story is renovating his house. So, Rasmika, who saw the deteriorating condition of his house, and also as rainy seasons are coming, so he discussed his with husband about the need to renovate it early as soon as possible. She collected out the money they have and also visited the Nagar Nigam to get the benefit of the scheme Pradhan Mantri Har Ghar Yojana. They also collected out the necessary documents of the house along with the identity proof they have with two times visit to the Nagar Nigam. Finally, within a week, they get the money from the government also. Together, the money they have, she started the work, getting the best material for the house. The house was ready within a month of renovating work and was ready to prevent the family from rainy season. Thank you.
Hello everyone. In the picture, I have perceived one female character. Age is near about 82. Her mood is neutral. I have marked the female character as main lead. Her name is Santi Devi. So Santi Devi, 82 years old, living her life with her husband in village. She has two sons who have settled their life in the city with their family, and they are so busy that they can't able to come to village. In present time, her husband gets very ill and in last breath waiting for his sons. Her mother has informed her sons by sending a man to their homes in city. After hearing about his father, the both sons has come to meet them, and they also get tears in their eyes that they can't come before him.
Next.
Hello. In this picture, I perceived a female character of age 50 to 60, and the mood is negative. Negative. Ravi, an 18 years old boy, and live in hostel to do his study. He lives in college hostel in which he is pursuing graduation. He came to his village on holidays and noticed that in his village a poor old woman lives alone. His son lives in city and worked there, and the condition of her house is not good. It contains hole and water percolates when it rains. So He made a call to her son and asked him for help and get some money from her son and mm, called workers and refurbish her house.
Next.
In this picture, I perceive two characters. The central character of my story is Mohan, and the story of my goes like this. Rama, 75 years of old, was a grandmother of Mohan, who was 18 years of old, studying in class 12. Rama wanted him to be an IPS officer, as he also wanted to join as an IPS. Mohan, after coming from school, makes food for his grandmother, and also provides all the necessities and help her in all types of work. By managing his studies, after completing his 12th, he got admitted in Batra College, from where he prepared for IPS, Indian Civil Services. After completing graduation, he given his IPS exam and cracked it in the first attempt, and at last he joined the Lal Bahadur Shastri Academy at Hyderabad for the further training. Thank you.
Next.
Good evening, gentlemen. I perceive my story. There are one female character in the story. Her name is Savitri. After that, she is a grandma. After that, af- it is age in 82 years. It is it is a female older woman. It is belong to village. After that, in evening time, to standing in outside ho- house stairs. Her mood is negative. Thank you.
Next. Tiger.
Yes, sir. I have already said my story.
Okay, okay. After that, Sachin.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. And from the picture shown to us, I have perceived one female character, age group around 60 years old, mood positive. Action of my story is going for the going to the action of my story is going to the video office for the PM Awas Yojana registration. My center character is Rahul. Rahul, a video officer at the Sitapur village of the Allahabad district. Recently, a old female lady came to his office for the registration of the PM Awas Yojana. Later, he asked for the reason. So he came to know that old lady's home is not good, is not good condition, and during the raining time, all the rain comes inside the. So she wanted a new home. So after that, Rahul asked for the Rahul asked for the documents like Aadhaar card, PAN card for the registration. Later, he also filled the form and wrote a letter for the higher authorities to the for the approval. uh, After 1 month, the result came, uh, and her name was there in the list for the PM Awas Yojana, and the construction of the house has begun. Later, she has already got the new house, and she was happy with the effort put by the Rahul, and also Rahul is also satisfied with his efforts. Thank you.
A very good evening, gentlemen. After seeing the picture, I perceive one character, female, 68, neutral in mood. The action of my story goes like helping veterans of armed forces. The story goes like senior under officer Param, while pursuing his NCC from Jalandhar, one day while helping the neighbors veteran families, he see that most of the veteran families has old age people are not able to help themselves for the groceries and daily purposes. He plans to exhibit the plan and expand it throughout the city. He shares the plan with the CEO, and the CEO agrees to the plan. They take out a list of the veteran soldiers and the senior citizens of the families who are living in the Jalandhar city, and divide the work among the NCC members whosoever live in those areas. This helped the veterans and the families a lot. They used to help them with the groceries, and normally used to visit them either while going to their places back or on the weekends. This helped the families to invest some time. One day while going back to his home after visiting the family, the grandmother got emotional. He ensures her to get back on the next day, and he leaves. He thanked his entire team for the support. Thank you so much.
Okay, all of you switch on your camera.
Sir, I have some network issue
Okay.
because of that. Camera is not working.
Okay, and start a discussion.
Gentlemen, as most of you are mentioning that the house in the background is not that much appropriate, which we require to reconstruct. So what we can do is, as one of us has mentioned that according to PM Awas Yojana, we can provide a household to the lady.
I agree with the formal gentleman. So for this, we need to introduce a new character, like whether he is a video officer in the in the tehsil, so that is able to help the old lady.
Sachin, this is
When you see
also.
the picture, it's clearly visible that there is an old house with brick coming out of that. So we can go with the story about renovating the house. And there is a lady outside the house. So she might be thinking about getting his home ready for the
So
coming
agreeing to
situations.
both of the previous speaker, what we can do is, as this person got the project of starting the initiative for the PM Awas Yojana, he takes all the bids
Okay.
for the required project and asks for the companies for the bids, and finally after finalizing the bids with the minimum price, they ensures to provide certain kind of flats at the same area or the locality they are visiting in.
Yeah, we can do that. And in PM that Yojana, PM Awas Yojana, 120 120 lakh is funded by the government in the installment of three. That is 40,000, 40,000, and 40,000.
We can also use the old lady as the main character.
Gentlemen, as we have decided the main character,
Yeah,
so now we can move to the action part. So
and
what's first of all, she has visited to the video officer, and she took she has given all the documents to them, so that the process will be frequent and easy for them.
Sachin, what we can also do is, as our main character is a IS officer, what we can do is he himself visits the area and find the places which needs reconstruction. And as he can clearly see, a old woman who cannot visit the BDO office, so he himself came to her place with his team and takes the documents and to other households also. So they make a proper list and provide it to the government of India. And after finalizing, they finalizes the required homes, as around 10 homes are provided at every single month or every quarterly. So this kind of behavior could also work for us.
You are right, but IS has no that much time to go everywhere. So he can hire any person or a committee to discover those
So we have
houses.
the IAS have a team, so we can divide the as BDO has himself has a team, and with panchayat or the sarpanch of the place, he can provide the list properly.
Yes, we can.
that's, as I am from village, so this is the work of that is in our village called Mukhia. In UP, it is called Pradhan.
So eventually, Sarpanch is the main person. He makes the
Yeah,
list, then he provides to the BDO, and the BDO provides the list to the IS officer, and then he himself visits and identify the places so that no corruption takes place. Also, while making of the houses, he regularly visits, so ensuring the proper usage of the money and ensuring the proper availability of the material which has to be provided.
And he also ensure the quality of the materials used to prepare the home, and also to the sewage system, like during the rainy time, which is good.
agreeing to the previous speaker, we could also do that after completion of the project, he takes the help of he for the inauguration, he calls the CM or the deputy CM of the state and do the inauguration of these places. We can count the place as in Jaipur, and himself as the DM of Jaipur, and the age of the person is around 28 to 30 years of age.
Uh, Friends, I am personally disagree with Akash because this is the first initial step should be done by the Mukhia of that village only, because that is the person who knows every person of that particular village, and that is their work to find out that who is needy for the house. So its initial work will be done by the Mukhia of that village or panchayat. After that, finalizing the houses for the PM Awas Yojana uh, by making the list of the houses, the further document by the further documentation that will be finalized to the upper houses, like in the at the block level. After that, the file goes to the district level. Then only the money allocated, and as per the file has gone upwards, the fund will come to the lower ward, and finally it will come to Mukhia, and Mukhia will distribute to that particular amount to that person as a Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana.
I agree with the former gentleman. So Mukhya is the main point of contact with the lady because he is the most nearest to lady. So lady will Mukhya will get all the information from the lady. Then he will hand over to video, and later that video will go to the collector office and he will give to ICE office.
So,
We can
gentlemen,
also
as
do that.
most of us are mentioning, so the main character revolves around the sarpanch of the village. So, the main character could be the sarpanch of the village, if you all agree.
Yes, he
Sarpanch
came
not
to
this
get.
is not the work of Sarpanch. Sarpanch only indulge when someone is getting quarrel. So that is the
Hello everyone.
work of
My point is that she is very old lady and her financial condition is not so good. We are talking about her house for renovation of her house. So we can also do that. Her child who is studying in abroad or city, when his son come after completing his studies, then she told about her house condition, that how in rainy season her house get affected and she can't able to do all his work. So his son decide they know about the Pradhan Mantri house scheme, and then he goes to Mukhia and decided to get the fund from government and try to renovate his house.
that I am agree with you, and the from that our main character will be that boy only.
We can also go with Suryakant's story that his son read about Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana and helped her family to get uh, help
Uh, as
from
as
government.
as Monofai, our story is also going like that. But only one thing he added, that he has introduced a boy who was the son of that lady. So we can make that person as a main character. One thing you added.
For government housing plan or Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, the biggest problem is the annual income of the family. As Suryakant has mentioned, the person is working somewhere, and because of that, the lady, it is very difficult for her to get the certain amount, because of the Awas Yojana plans. There is a cut-off scheme. According to that, only the money is provided to the certain families. So eventually, the story, as we have initiated, that the person is either a sarpanch or a BD officer or a district collector will work for us, because what we can do is the lady is living all alone, and by that we can make the story all around herself, which will work in a better way.
Yeah, I agree with a formal gentleman because mentioned Surkant mentioned about that her grandson will come from the other city and will help her out. But as Akash mentioned, there's some criteria like income per year income limit for the PM Awas Yojana. So I think the Sarpanch will more.
So what we are finalizing, that the person of our main characters, the main character of our story is a sarpanch of age around 35 years old, and he helps the entire village and find out the best the families which require the most help, as around 10 houses are provided quarterly on the PM Awas Yojana. He finds the places and provide a proper list to the BDO officer, and also assist the district magistrate of the place, so that all the work would be appropriately be done, with ensuring the material which we use as very high quality material, so that the places won't affected in any kind of situation or any kind of weather.
Uh, Friends, Akash, this is not the work of Sarpanch. Basically, in one series, this in Panchayat series, we can from that also we can conclude that that was the work of Sachiv and that Mukhia. That was Pradhan as that character. So these both by getting the communication, they are they are do the actual work to find out that which who is eligible for the PM Awas Yojana. So there is no any work of that Sarpanch, because Sarpanch field is totally different. We can't also can we can't also enter Sarpanch in this scheme.
Yes, moving
Gentlemen,
to
we are
the
also going to the video officer. He will help her out.
Yeah, video officer is further
in real
process.
life, we can.
The initial process, that how to finalize how to shortlist the candidates that who will get the benefit of that PM Awas Yojana. The first of all, Mukhia and Sachiv, these are the body who work at the village level, and they are the primary people who find out the needy people who is eligible for the PM
So
Awas
agreeing
Yojana.
to Tiger's point, what he has to say, the story revolves around the BDO officer. The main character is a BDO officer who gets the list from the Sachiv or the Pradhan of the village, and he ensured that the families who got allotted on the list are most appropriate families which require the houses at its level best.
Although I'm not
Saying
making
that,
it as a video as a main character, from my point of view, Suryakant also added that we could make the main character as the family member of that old lady, as that one old son of that lady was going to school nearby of her village.
Okay, so finally we are deciding that the person is the grandson of the lady, and he comes to his village as he is a laborer working in the city, and he comes back to his place as he read about the PM Awas Yojana, and ask for the help from the Sachiv and from the Sachiv of the village, and gets himself registered for the PM Awas Yojana. Then he ensures that the amount will be successfully transferred to him in three invest at 40,000 each. Eventually leads to the housemaking of the lady, and she lives happily.
Yeah, but we could not make it as a laborer. He's a student. It will be a positive point. It will be led that he's a student of class 12, ongoing student.
I'm agree with Tiger's story that it is not needed to be a sarpanch or DM to help his family or a poor family. An aware boy or man can help their family.
Yeah. So,
Himself.
by concluding all of our story, one another story that we can conclude that the old the main character is we can tell from name by Mohan, who is the grandson of old lady. He was the class 12 ongoing student. After coming from his school from regular basis of life, he found that the condition of his house is going worse day by day, and there was also a scheme started by the government, PM Awas Yojana. So he find out many things about that Yojana, and reached at his Mukhia and Sachiv, and tell him about the house conditions. After that, the Sachiv and Sachiv has came at his house and surveyed that they are eligible for the scheme or not. After getting the survey, they found out that they are eligible and coming under that category that is required for the PM Awas Yojana. After that, by consulting the Mukhia, they finalized the total 10 houses, and that was one of that already house was also there. After that, they combined the file and sent to the video office, and video office at the video office also get approval of that. Then that has go to Jila district, and at there also that got the approval. And after finally the fund came, and the fund was distributed. That we all discussed that 40 part each in three parts. After that, getting the money, the house was built, and after building the house, the old lady was get happy, and that person got his higher studies and done well in his life.
Akash, my question is that are you sure about PM Awas Yojana that it gives money for renovation of the house? Because I think that for make government gives Awas to those who has not pakka houses, but her house is like just brick and his house is good, so that I can't think that they will give her PM Awas Yojana
As
money.
most of you are telling the story, and what I have seen at very minor stages, that the background of the picture clearly shows the house is a bit more distracted, and the house is breaking at certain points. So it could be a kacha makan, and including the story, that story appropriately maintained over there.
And the PM
Since
Awas is also available for repairing the house.
no, it is basically done given for the making of new houses. So Vikrant, I want to add something. That was the story that we perceived in the picture. Is not that Pakka house, as it was a little bit hazy picture, and that Akash also mentioned that a lot of cracks and many rubbish things are coming out of the house. So we can consider that it is a Kacha house, and there is a very need of the reconstruction of that house.
So finally, the person is a 12th class student, age of around 16 years old, and living in the city with the family. Finally, coming out to his place, helping his grandmother, and finally constructed her house. Eventually, that's the end of the story. If you all agree.
Yes, I am agree.
We can, I think, we can make the story more realistic when we will add his son, near about 35 years old, who has
Then the biggest problem revolves around the person's
what what I'm saying.
employment.
He's just a labor class, and from word of mouth, word from
Basically,
mouth, he has got to know about PM Awas Yojana. Then he has so the Mukhya Sarpanch, whatever you have said. Then he has go to him for the PM Awas Yojana scheme, and then
basically,
he has benefited the money. He has constructed his house, and now the house is constructed, which we have seen in the picture.
that is good to recall, but basically, what things the person who is labor doesn't know much aware about the things that what is the government scheme is coming
Actually,
and how we apply.
if you will live in village na, then you may know that the villagers will know many more scheme than you, because they are actually connected with the cyber cafe and their friends who are actually taking the
Well,
benefit.
basically, I am living in village only from my childhood only,
I
and
think
I know
most of
facility.
our main
Gentlemen,
But
concern.
I
we
am a
don't
girl
need
that
to
I
we
am
don't
in
need to
city,
we
and my
don't need
friends
to
who are from
guess
village,
things around
they
here
will
what
maybe
we are living at the places. The entire story revolves around, we are just discussing around the story, and the story
It
finalizes
will be it will be very positive if we will make it a student class 12 going a student of 70 to 18 years of old. It will be more positive a story rather than
actually, if
35
we
years
put
of as
student
a
na, then
laborer.
it will be conversation problem between the student and the Mukhya Sarpanch, because a 12-year student, they will not take it as they will take it as a small boy. If we take a man, then they will honor their
No,
words.
no, basically that person is also of that village and he is
Gentlemen,
also
we are just distracting for the entire topic. The discussion we are doing around the person characters only. So what we can do is, the person is a year student of BTech or some kind of graduation, and he is age around 20 years. Now the person's age is appropriate for making them understand, and making them ensure that he is a safe and secured person, and a sounded person, so that this could provide beneficial to the story, including both of your stories. What we can do is, and concluding the story, finalizing that after completion of the place, the person takes a picture with the grandmother of the new place, and the grandmother lives happily. If you both agree.
yeah we can make
Yes,
2 3 years. And
we can go with
Okay, this is fine.
Okay, so now give the common story. Who will give the common story?
Akash, please proceed.
Akash, as
Thank you,
we
gentlemen. Thank you, gentlemen, for selecting me, sir. After discussing, we have decided the main character. We can clearly see a female of our age around 68, neutral in mood. The action of a story goes like making a home with a PM Awas Yojana. The main character of our story is Ravi, a BTech second year student of age around 20 years, and he sees that her grandmother's place is not that much appropriate to live because of the monsoon season. The dripping of the water is continuously over there. He visits the place and know about the PM Awas Yojana. He takes the help of the Sachiv of the village and make the place registered under the PM Awas Yojana. But after that, he ensured that the PDO and the work with the BDO and the DM completes on the time, and so that the funds which have to be releases of 40,000 each in three sums. And after coming of the amount, he also ensured the material used for making of the home will be much appropriate, so that there will be no further leakage at the place. Uh, After completion of the place, he takes a photo of the grandmother, and she looked very happy. And after that, she lives happily, and he leaves for back for his studies. Thank you so much.
Okay. So now, moving on to the feedback part, right? First of all, what I believe from your narration and the discussion part, only two candidates will get screening as per the narration and the group discussions which you have done. That those will be Akash and Sachin. Okay, so I will suggest Monu, Suryakant and Tiger. You have to work on a narration. राइट, अभी नरेशन पर और काम करना पड़ेगा. कॉन्फिडेंस है आप लोगों में, आप लोग बोल भी पा रहे हो, बट और इम्प्रूव हो सकता.
yes, sir.
हाँ, मोनू आपकी क्या थीम थी? एक बार आप मोनू रिपीट करो अपनी थीम.
मेरी थी यही थी कि एक कॉलेज स्टूडेंट है, छुट्टी पे घर आया, देखा है कि घर पुराना, तो घर में एक सिर्फ बूढ़ी महिला रहती थी, तो बाहर रहता था, पैसे मंगवाए और लेबरर्स इकट्ठा करके उसके घर में रिनोवेट कराने में मदद किया,
अच्छा,
करवाया.
ओके. आई थिंक आप अपनी स्टोरी देख के भी पढ़ रहे थे आज,
हाँ सर, मैं
है
देख
ना?
के पढ़
हाँ
रहा था.
हाँ, तो देख के नहीं पढ़नी ना, फिर बात नहीं बन पाएगी. बिना देखे स्टोरी बोलनी है, उसी की आप लोगों को प्रैक्टिस करनी है डेली. मतलब जिन जिन केसेस भी लाइंड अप है, मैं सबको यही एडवाइस कर रहा हूँ कि बिना देखे स्टोरी को नरेट करने की आप लोग को प्रैक्टिस करनी है. वहां पे आपको मिलेगा आधे घंटे का टाइम एटलीस्ट मिलेगा एसएसबी में. जब आप स्टोरी लिख के अपनी शीट सबमिट कर देते हो, उसके बाद एटलीस्ट आधे घंटे का टाइम आपको मिलेगा. तो उस टाइम में आपको अपनी स्टोरी अपने दिमाग में तैयार करनी है, ठीक है? और बोलते टाइम जब भी आप अपनी स्टोरी नरेट कर रहे हो या ग्रुप डिस्कशन कर रहे हो, अटकना बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. मैं फिर बता रहा हूँ, अटकना बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. जहां पर भी आप अटकते हो, ज्यादा पॉजेस देते हो, वहां पर फिर स्क्रीनिंग का खेल खत्म हो जाता है, ठीक है? वहां पे फिर बात बिगड़ जाती है स्क्रीनिंग में. नॉन स्टॉप आपको कंटिन्यूअस वे में बोलना है, ठीक है? तभी बात बना. टाइगर, आपकी एसएसबी कब है?
Sir, now date has not come, sir. I am from NDA.
ओके, यू एंड मोनू आर गोइंग फॉर एनडीए. ओके, बाकी सभी की तो आई गई है. सचिन, व्हेन यू आर गोइंग फॉर एसएसबी?
Sir, I have a course shortlisted for this SSC Tech Navy, so like still the date is not clear.
Okay, for Indian Navy you are going. Got it.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So, Tiger, you are going for the first time?
Yes, sir. This is my first SSC as a fresher.
Okay, ठीक है. तो अभी क्लास के बाद मुझे टाइगर एंड सचिन आप दोनों मैसेज करना, ठीक है? मैं अपना नंबर आपको
Okay, sir.
व्हाट्सएप पे दे रहा हूँ, हाँ आप मुझे एक बार कनेक्ट करना, ठीक है? हाँ, बाकी मैंने आप लोग को स्क्रीनिंग के लिए बता दिया है। स्क्रीनिंग के लिए नरेशन आप लोग को बहुत अच्छा करना पड़ेगा। अपनी स्टोरी लिखने के साथ साथ आपका नरेशन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है, ठीक है? और ग्रुप डिस्कशंस आपको अच्छे से करना है। जहाँ पे फिश मार्केट हो रहा है आप लोग को शांत होना है, जबरदस्ती ग्रुप में नहीं घुसना है, ठीक है? और जो कॉमन स्टोरी है, जो कॉमन पॉइंट्स है, उन्हीं कॉमन पॉइंट्स को आपको आगे बढ़ाना है, ठीक है? ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं करना है कि आप अपनी स्टोरी ही बोलते जा रहे हो, वहाँ पे जो आपने अपनी स्टोरी लिखी है आप उसी को बार बार नरेट करते जा रहे हो ड्यूरिंग द डिस्कशंस। ऐसा बिल्कुल ना करें। जो कॉमन बातें हो रही हैं, जो कॉमन स्टोरी डिस्कस कर रहा है ग्रुप, उसी स्टोरी में आपको अपना पॉइंट देना है। एक से दो बार भी पार्टिसिपेट कर लेते हो आप, मोर देन इनफ है वो भी, ठीक है? बाकी कुछ पूछना है किसी को, आप लोग पूछ सकते हो।
Sir, my question is, this
हाँ
is very important, individual narration or group discussion.
both the things are important. Okay, see more, you know, all the three assessors are interested in नरेशन पार्ट ओनली। वो आपको पूरा 1 मिनट सुनेंगे, तीनों के तीनों एसेसर्स, जब आप अपनी स्टोरी बोल रहे होगे तो उसी में आपका जो है वो आइडिया लगा लेंगे वेदर यू विल बी गेटिंग स्क्रीनिंग और नॉट, राइट? बट ग्रुप डिस्कशन भी इम्पोर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है, क्योंकि वहाँ पे आपका ग्रुप में कोऑर्डिनेशन देखा जाएगा कि आप किस तरीके से अपनी स्टोरी डिस्कस कर रहे हो, ठीक है? ये है।
Sir, in group discussion, if this market is created and I want to raise my voice by making a loud, then it will create a negative or positive impact on the assessor.
See, uh, when the voice of the group is going down, then you can raise your voice and give your point, right? If already the chaos is created, everyone is shouting, in between them you are jumping in and raising your voice and giving your point, then it will not give a positive impact. What you should do, when the voice of the group is going down, then you can raise your voice and then you can give your point. Okay, so this is the smartest way to tackle the fish market. Or if the continuous fish market is there during the group discussion, so what the assessors will do, they will split your group into the two part. Let us suppose there are 20 candidates in a group, so your assessors will be splitting your group into two parts. 10 candidates, first 10 candidates will be there in the first group. After that, remaining candidates will be there in the second group. So वहां पे आपका ग्रुप को स्प्लिट कर दिया जाता है और फिर आपको आपका ग्रुप डिस्कशन कराया जाता है। तो ये काम भी होता है। जो रिपीटर्स हैं उनको ऑलरेडी पता होगा, जो पहली बार जा रहे हैं उनको मैंने बता दिया है, राइट?
Yes,
ये
sir.
होती है सिचुएशन। और
Sir,
पूछिए,
what
और किस, या यस,
sir, what could be the possible theme for this story?
possible themes you all have discussed, right? Some of you have renovated the house, okay, and I think some of you have also you know, आप लोगों ने अपना एक कैरेक्टर आउटसाइड द पिक्चर भी इंट्रोड्यूस किया है इस स्टोरी में। किसने किया है वो?
सर मैंने किया था।
हाँ
मैं
हाँ, तो जब भी ऐसी पिक्चर आएगी तो ये काम आपको करना है, बिकॉज दैट वाज अ ओल्ड लेडी। सो इस केस में आप लोग अपना मेन कैरेक्टर, अपना हीरो आउटसाइड द पिक्चर बिल्कुल रख सकते हो, उसी के अराउंड आपको अपनी स्टोरी बनानी है। ठीक है, अब बात आती है कि और क्या क्या थीम बन सकती है। तो आप लोग बताइए क्या क्या थीम इस पे अच्छी अच्छी बन सकती हैं। बहुत सारी थीम बन सकती हैं। ठीक है,
सर जो मेरा थीम था वो सही था क्या?
आपका थीम क्या था, याद दिलवाइए एक बार।
सर वो ओल्ड लेडी थी, उनका दो बच्चा था, वो दोनों मतलब अपना फैमिली के साथ सिटी में सेटल हो गए थे। और उनके मतलब जो हस्बैंड है उनका मतलब बहुत ज्यादा बीमार थे, जिसके कारण से वो एक लड़के को भेजकर उन दोनों को बुलाई। और उन दोनों को भी रियलाइज हुआ कि मतलब मेरे बहुत टाइम से मतलब हम लोग घर नहीं आए हैं, तो उन्होंने मतलब अपनी गलती की माफी मांगी।
हम्म,
यही था सर।
नहीं, स्टोरी आप और
सर
बेटर
इसमें
बना सकते हैं।
इसमें जो
हाँ,
लेडी दिख रही है वो थोड़े ट्रेडिशनल काइंड ऑफ क्लोथ्स में दिख रही है, तो हम उसको एक जैसे एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप के प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं जिसमें गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया फंड करती है, वन डिस्ट्रिक्ट वन प्रोडक्ट, उसमें हम
हाँ,
ट्राइबल कम्युनिटी का बना सकते हैं स्टोरी।
बिल्कुल बना सकते हो। यस टाइगर।
Sir, my theme was that preparing for IELTS exam and by taking care of her grandmother. That was my theme, and the story also was that on that theme only. And you said that I was not performed well because of I got not experienced in. So from your perspective, I was not took great part in visual narration. Sir. So
Yes,
what you
so
find
yeah,
my communication skill or power of expression or confidence level? What was lacking?
yeah, I'm telling you. So you have to work on your, see, power of expression is there. You're able to express your views, right? You have to work on your communication part. You know, the flow of words should come, right? So आपका जो नरेशन है वो कंटिन्यू, बीच बीच में आप अटक रहे हो अपने नरेशन में। गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? सो वो जो आप बीच बीच में अटक रहे हो वो काम नहीं होना चाहिए नरेशन में। सो थोड़ी सी आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे, सो उस चीज को भी आप ओवरकम कर लोगे। ओके, रेस्ट अदर थिंग्स आर फाइन। Any other question anyone want to discuss?
Sir, one question, sir.
Yes?
Sir, means
हाँ,
in this picture only one character or means outside one